Sharing my screen. Sharing my screen. Just give us. Okay. Are you able to see my screen? Can anyone confirm?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Right. Okay. As I told you, this operations management or production and operations management is a branch of management science. OR and OM both are interlinked to each other. Okay. And if I want to give the introduction about the management science, it is generally people will call it as once again. Yes. Now they will call it as a management science in the business use of operation research. And it is also referred to the organizational studies or corporate studies. And it is also scientific research principles, strategies, methods, mathematical modeling, statistics, algorithms, and the organization ability to enact rational and meaningful management decisions by arriving at optimal or near optimal solution to complex decision problems. See, why we are doing this, why we are thinking about the operations, why we are dividing the whole process into the steps is when we divide these operations and when we apply some or tools, operation research tools to that, the output of the product or service will be optimized. Just let me take you to the another things here. Right. See this? The terms OR and management science tend to be used synonymously or in even OM. And the techniques which are used here, when we understand the theoretical part of the operations management, these are the techniques that we will use in the management science. As I told you, OM is part of the MS. And these are the different techniques or these are the different things that we will study in this. Okay, like decision analysis, engineering, forecasting, game theory, industrial engineering, mathematical modeling, optimizing of the things, probability and statistics, project management, simulation, social network, transportation, forecasting models, supply chain management, whatnot, lot of other techniques that we can use in this management science. Now, there are some applications also where it is also like which will be included in the manpower and the resources. We need to schedule the activities, selection of the right place of the new facilities that you will be learning in the block 2, the facilities planning, factory vacation, and this, and the future developments and the paths for different parts of that, establishment of the information system. And we need to learn some what are the strategies that we can use for enriching the information systems as well. Now we are coming into the POM part, productions and operations management. As I told you, OM or POM simultaneously or in different ways they will use this one, production and operations management. Let's see what is OM or POM. It is defined as the process which transforms the inputs or the resources of an organization into final goods or services. That's what I mentioned in the beginning, whether it is a good, in other words, a product or a service, through a set of defined, controlled, and repeated policies that we need to understand here. What we are doing here, can I ask, can anyone speak? What is actually happening in the process? What we are doing? Hello? In the operations management in OM, what we are doing basically?
We define the processes, the policies for
Okay.
production.
Okay. What we are basically doing by doing the process and this, what is our main objective? What we are doing ultimately in this?
Efficient use of resources.
Very good. Thank you, Maruti. We are using the resources. Okay, of course, that is one of the answers. And we are transforming those resources or the inputs into a final good or into a useful good or useful product. Final. How we are doing that? Say it is not transformation won't happen just like that. Take a process, let us say I'm having mobile in my hand. How it came? It gone through different process. It gone to different operations, set of operations. Unless it is not planned, unless it is not designed, unless the view of this design of the mobile is not there in the creator minds, the end product, he can't do all these process. When he can able to see how my end product should be, then only I can set my process. You're understanding? Right? And that is one way of thinking. Second way is that we need to use those resources very, very carefully. What will happen if you want to use the resources carefully? Any answers? What will happen? Can I ask the questions or shall I continue teaching? Yes, Martin.
No, sir, you can ask the questions. And
okay, thank you, Martin. Yeah, please tell.
no, can you please just repeat the question once?
Yes, can you speak a bit louder?
Can you please repeat the question once?
Yeah, see, if you are not taking care of the process or if you are not taking care of the resources that we are using, what will happen to the end product?
Maybe the quality may be affected.
Wonderful. Quality may be affected. What else? What is the major concern? Of course, quality.
There can be wastages.
Wastage will be more. What else?
And we may not meet the customer's demand.
Of course, we may not satisfy the customer or we may not meet the customer demand. Wonderful. What else? What is the ultimate thing? Of course, that is also one of the things. What you're telling is correct. What we will be missing? Quality. See, if you are buying, okay, if you are buying a product, what are the two major things that you will see?
The price.
Wonderful. Price, right? See, if you are not taking care of the processes properly, listen to me carefully. See, this is what we are studying in this operations management. If you are not taking care of the operations properly, the final product, what you are trying to give to your customer, it may increase the price. Actually, price and cost are different. Let me use the word cost here. Cost means the amount which I use to make a product is the cost, right? Cost, if this cost is increasing, right, and definitely the price will affect, the ultimate price will affect. And when the price is affected, and definitely there will be a problem of selling your product. Say, I have a mobile or I have a scale here, just using the scale. So generally the general price of a scale is 15 rupees or 20 rupees or so, right? Why I'm able to give this one, you know that how it is made, it is printed, the logo is printed, and exactly the centimeters and everything is correctly printed on the scale. And a lot of care has been taken care. The edges, if you see, everything is kept. But can I sell this kind of plastic scale for 200 rupees? I'm taking care, like anything. I'm using high-end equipments. I'm using very skilled people, and I'm using, what else I want to use. What can I use? I'm using it. But ultimately, this scale, I think I don't know, it is 20 rupees or 25 rupees. If I'm giving it for 200 rupees, who will buy it? What is the problem? Why my cost of the scale went up to 200 rupees? Can anyone tell? What is the reason for it?
Cost, input cost.
Yeah, of course, cost. What is the reason for increments of the cost? Because I didn't take care of the processes which are, yes. Sriman Narayana sir is.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Quality
sir.
based on the quality of the product, also producer can raise the cost.
Yeah, that's true. But this plastic scale, even though if I put a lot of efforts in this and this, if I sell it for 200 rupees, and I know from childhood I am using 15 or 20 rupees, I am so. If I sell this for 200 or 300 rupees, people will buy. It is a pen. So there are some luxury pens where you can buy for some 10,000, 20,000 rupees. So my question here is that why I'm trying. Yes, Ravi, you are telling something.
Nothing, sir. Please carry on.
Yeah. So my thing is that unless you are not taking care each and every step properly, you definitely the cost of the product will go high. Say I'm having raw materials, how I am using, very important, right? I need to think about the transportation. I need to think about the place where I am setting up my, manufacturing unit, right? I need to think about lot things. If I won't think about all the processes which are included in the overall production, definitely, see, ultimately the scale will come, ultimately things will come. Maybe I may meet the quality requirements also. If the cost is, if I won't careful about each and every stage or in every process in overall operations management, I may give quality product, I may give less quality product, and I may give for higher cost also. That is why I think it's Ravi or someone said we need to use the resources optimally. Resources, products, inputs, some inputs I will use to manufacture a product. Yes, I will use the people. I am paying some thousands of rupees per month to them. If I am not using them properly, optimally, if I am not using them, ultimately the cost will fall on the product. Again, it will be a burden for the customers. So that is what I'm trying to say this in the introduction part of the operations management. Unless we careful enough in each and every stage of the process, ultimately the product or the service that we are giving, see, that is what transformation of the inputs or the resources of an organization into the final goods through a set of defined, controlled, repeated policy. If these defined, controlled and repeated policies fail, the ultimate product or the service will suffer, and ultimately the customer will suffer. Of course, if the customer is suffering, the organization will suffer. If the organization suffer and the founder and everyone who is investing will suffer, ultimately a lot of people will suffer. That is why this OM has a lot of importance and we need to take care in each and every process. What is the concept of production? It is a part of organization which is concerned with the transformation of the range of products into a required outputs products, having the requisite quality level. This is the thing. How many you require and how the quality is, how much quality level you want, you can transform it. This is the concept. This is all transformation. This is of conversion, right? From the output inputs or the raw materials into the production. If you take what is production, and Edward, he defines production as a process by which goods and services are created. Now, some examples of production. If you take some examples of the production are manufacturing custom-made products like boilers with a specific capacity, constructing flats, some structural fabrication works for selected customers, and manufacturing standardized products like cars, bus, motorcycles, radio, television, etc. All these things are some examples for the production. I no need to give more examples on this. Now, the production system or the process. We need to understand this very carefully. I thought of asking you, okay, let me ask. In the previous slides, we are talking about some input, right? and transformation is happening, and we are getting the output as a product, right? That's what we learn. What comes under the input? What we will give as an input to transform something into output or some product or service? What are the things comes under the input? Quickly, please don't waste the time.
Raw material.
Very good, raw material. Yes, Santu Chaudhary is also telling. Raw material. I'm not able to hear you, Santu.
Raw material, sir. I only said raw material.
Okay, you only said. Martha also telling something other than raw material. Thank you. What raw material? What else?
Manpower.
Manpower. Okay, what else?
Technology.
Technology. Super.
And finance.
Machines.
Yes, sir.
Machines.
Machines. Wonderful. Machines. What else? Someone said other than machines.
Finances.
Huh?
Capital.
Capital or money, right? In simple terms, to remember the 4 or 5 M's. What are those M's? Tell me in the acronym of the M's. What are those M's? Tell me in terms of M's.
Men, money, material. What is that?
Very good. Men, money, material, missions, right? Missionary or the missions. Maybe the technology or all other things also will come. Good. All these M's, let me show you that image. This is very important, the flow chart, the production system or the system. The inputs, men, material, missions, the capital information, other than M, this money also will include it. That another word we use, the capital or money, 4 M's, and of course the information and the technology, all the things what we require. And it will process it. See, we are going to study of all these things because it is an operations management, different operations which are included in that we will go studying. The design of the product, the planning of the process, and the production control, production planning, production control, production process controls, and of course the maintenance. And finally, the output will be the product or the services. This is important. The product or the service is the output. What will happen if you are getting the output? Then there will be a continuous process. There will be an inventory where you will store all these products and services in one place. You will think about the quality of the product. Quality checking or quality department will check the quality of the product, and of course they will fix the cost of it. And once they're happy with all those things, then the things will be continued, and this continuous process will keep on going. Again, it will start again input, then it will process, output. 3 words you need to remember: input, process, output. What will comes under the input? The 4 M's and the information. And in the process, your production planning, production control, and after doing that maintenance. And output, we know P or S, product or the services. And this inventory control and quality control and cost control will be a continuous thing. And you will get some feedback or the information in this environment. Okay, is this clear? Is the concept, the basic concept is clear? Yes, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Thank you. Now, another example. Let's see this. Factors of production. See this? Resources will be there. Raw materials will be there. The capital, the money will be there. The HR people will be there. And they will convert into this. And finally, we will see the product or services. Can anyone tell service example here? I'm talking about the product. You take the raw material, process it, and you'll get the product. Can anyone tell service example? What kind of services we have? Quickly. Yes, ma'am.
Banking, insurance.
Banking, insurance.
And
For that banking and insurance, what are the inputs? What are the process? Okay, leave the process part. What are the inputs?
main is money. And
Amma?
main is money and men.
Of course, money and men will be there in that. Money will be getting to the banks, And like as deposits, we will accept it. And as loans, we will give it. Services, then in simple words, services are many types. And we have different sectors.
Real estate.
Education is a service. Hospitality or hospitals, medical services is a service. Education is a service. Medical services, tourism, IT services, transportation is a service, right? In that also there will be some inputs. If I want to give the transportation, there will be a lot of inputs will be there, and it will process or it will go through certain process, and then from then you will be giving the best service to them. You take any example, education also, there will be different teachers and a lot of things will be involved in that, the buildings and etc, etc, etc. The education process, the teaching and the things will happen, and the output you are giving a certificate or a graduation or PG, whatever that you are giving that. You take any example that we can use this. Like, what is the scope? You ask about, sir, what is the scope of OM or POM? Now, the scope is like, it is, of course, distinguishes from other functions of personal marketing finance because it is all conversion of the physical resources, but it is all, what should I say, connected to each and everything. Let's see that in the next thing. See this? This is very important. And all these things we will be studying in our upcoming units. Location of the facilities or locations or the facilities. Where your manufacturing unit is very important. Where you are manufacturing the product is very important. I did my project while I'm doing my MBA in Coromandel International Limited, and it's in Kakinada. There I went to the Coromandel International Fertilizers Company. There it's in the seashore, like that, Nagarjuna Fertilizers, some other fertilizers companies and oil, transport companies, and many are there in the seashore. Can you all tell me why it is at the seashore? What is the main reason? Seashore means not near to the seashore, like 7-8 kilometers far, but near only.
Water and transport both.
Very good. They can use the water transportation, right? They can use it. Right, and lot of their raw materials they will use the transportation of the ships only through the voyage or through the sea only. Lot of things will do. Even exporting also they will do through the ships. And of course, train, that direct track of train is directly linked to their company. The train will directly enter into the manufacturing unit. All the fertilizers factory, the bags will be loaded into the train and it will go out from it. And we know that goods train will be there, not our passenger train. The goods train will directly can enter into that company. Why they have set there? This is the reason. All the modes of transportation they can use, right? The facilities that you follow. And the product design is one of the things. Plant layouts. How you design your plant is very, 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 very important. It's very important how you design your plant. Okay. And material handling also very important that you will be studying there. Unless we won't take care of how we handle the material, there's a problem. We need to handle the material properly. You should know what are the things that you can use, what are the facilities that you can use. It also comes under the OM. Design, already we discussed product design. You need to design it. And not only the product design, you need to design your process also. Very important thing. What kind of process we have, what are the types of process here, we'll be studying in the upcoming classes. And the next one, and the next important thing is about the production and planning. Here, production functions and controlling functions. Very important question. It is also, what are the production functions? What are the controlling functions that is included in that? Of course, we already learned the quality control is also very important part, very important the part, and it plays a very key role in the overall production process. And the seventh one is the materials management, where we need to manage the material properly. There are some analysis that we are going to learn. What are the major ways to, stock your inventory in your material? What are the different techniques you have under the inventory material? And the last one is the maintenance management, how we can maintain the products or the services, what are useful for that. All these things we will be studying in our upcoming units. Objectives. As someone said in the beginning, the main objective, I'm not going into all these things, the right quality and the right quantity and the right time and the right manufacturing cost. I don't want to go into the explanation of this. The right quality. The main objective of the POM is to see that the right quality of the product is being produced. And at the same time, you need to think about the right quantity also. How many products I can produce? Another thing, what is the main, why this is as an objective means, when customer needs these many products, like I said, today's demand is 200 products. If you are not able to produce 200 products per day or today, definitely you are not meeting the demands of the customer outside. If you are not able to meet the quantity demand, how many they require, how many they want, at what time they want, other competitor will enter into the market, and definitely, definitely, you will be go back to the what is that? You will be out from the market. That is why we will see what are the process we will use. There will be job shop, different types of process people will use. In that also we need to understand that there are the people who are fishing. If you take the fishing also, different innovative methods they are using. Maybe in the next week I will show you a few videos there, what kind of set of things they are following. In one catch of fishing, they are fishing many fishes, and in some time, because of the automatic process, they are able to pack them into nice boxes, and they're selling the fishes. If they don't have the updated technology, if they don't have the updated machinery, definitely this right quality, quantity of the products, we cannot use this. And it's not only the quantity, it is also about the right time. If you are not able to provide the times on time, whenever the customer wants, there is no use of doing this operations. There is no use. And I want today. If you deliver me tomorrow, it is a waste. I want today itself. That is why generally you say about the newspaper. Today's newspaper is tomorrow's. Fill in the blank.
Waste paper.
Waste paper. Why? Latest information will be missing that. If I want not able to produce those papers in how many customers I have. If you go to the Hindu newspaper printing press there, the Hindu paper, you will see how fast they will do the printing process. By 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, I don't know where they will stop, at what time they will stop gathering the information. But by morning, and we will see, it will be there in our home. How? Why they are doing? Unless you give, if it is late, one day the expiry of the paper, the news, different things. Even with the milk also, it is it will spoil. Not more than 1 or 2 days. We can't. Within 2 days, you need to utilize the milk. We need to use it. Otherwise, it will go into the dustbins. And finally, as I told you from the beginning, even though you are following all the things, quality, that this you are giving, you are not giving it for the right manufacturing cost. Definitely, you won't win the customers. You won't win the customers. I can make a product with huge amount. If I don't have planning, definitely that huge amount will go to the very high. If I plan properly, if I set the men, if I set the material, if I set the money, how much I need to invest, right? Definitely, all these objectives you can fulfill by using this method. Okay, and this is one of the thing. Let me share you another PPT. Yeah. Any doubts in this? Is the introduction clear to everybody?
Clear, sir, clear.
Yeah, it's fine, sir.
So,
Okay.
so one quick query, maybe.
Yes, tell me.
Will the classes continue to be online or will there be offline classes also?
That
Maybe I need to check with
your
study
sir has to clear it.
Okay.
Maybe sir, anyone is there to clear students' doubt?
I think no one is there, sir.
Yes, sir.
No one is there, sir. All are students only.
All are students only in this. Okay. I think you need to ask your concerned faculty.
Hey,
I'm
okay.
sorry, I cannot clear this. Any subject related doubts I mean to say asking.
Okay. It's fine.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. Let me go into the another thing. The evaluation and the difference of the OM. This is what we have seen in the previous the slides. Now, meaning also we have seen. Now let's see the evaluation, how it is started. See, this term production management was widely used from 1930s to 1950s. And from then the operation management, new name for production management, used it from 1970s. As I told you, the scope is only limited to the production of tangible goods. But in the operations management, its scope is much wider and includes all the process used for the producing both tangible and intangible. That is why in production management, you can't talk about the services here. In the operations management, then you can talk about the services as well. That means let's calculate both goods and services, tangible and intangible. The area of interest is on the factory process, and here the OM, it is focused on the process and subsystems which help in adding value to the product. And the essence of the production management is only to convert inputs into the outputs. But the essence here in the OM is about to add value during the transformation process. Okay, this is the thing. The how you add the value during the transformation process is very important. Okay, the difference between cost of inputs and the value of price of the outputs. Here we are adding some value to the customer in the process. There, only the conversion of the inputs and outputs is focused. in the production management. Now, if you see the historical development, as I told you, from Industrial Revolution onwards, this in late 70s, this started, and we call it as a scientific management in 1900s, and human relations movement from 30 to 60. So just in time. So you're in the second semester, students. No? Okay, we'll be listening. Next, TQM, total quality management. It is not about focusing on one area. From the top to the bottom, the quality should be maintained, right? All the aspects. Re-engineering, 1990s. Flexibility, 1990s. Time-based competition, in how many days, in how many hours you will give a product. Supply chain management, 1990s. Global competition, 1990s. Environmental issues also is a bigger concern. And this, even the e-commerce or mobile commerce is all from the 1980s only. Right? Now let's see what is production in OEM in TQM. OEM helps in product selection and design. It's choosing the detailed evaluation of the product services and selecting alternatives in conformity with the organization objectives. It is helpful in detailing that. And see, this OEM is also included in, listen to this, organization will also having some objectives. To fulfill those objectives, what we need to do is, we need to go for choosing a detailed process of the, and you need to design your process by keeping what are the objectives of the organization. Can anyone tell any production organization objectives? What will be their objectives? I think based on the before objectives in the previous PPT, I shared a few, 3 objectives. Can anyone tell? What may be any manufacturing product company's objective? Hello.
Quantity.
Make available products.
Amma?
Quantity, sir. Quantity.
Quantity of the product should be available. What else?
Quality.
Quality of the thing should be, available. What else?
And
And it should be provided at a competitive price.
Amma?
And make available these products at a competitive price.
That is the thing. It should be available all the time. All the time. My company objective should be 24 hours. I mean to say 24 hours means at least you can use the online. Online also you can buy 24 hours shopping. There is no any after 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, they won't off the lights of website. Right? They can keep on. But the process when the business hours started, then only most of your orders will be processed when they come. And there are some orders which will be processed where the night duty shift people also will work, whatever. We need to check the quality and we need to check the availability of the product in the meal time. What are these things? A product, right? From there, from one place to the another place, it will evolve. It will take different steps in order to get the final product. OM is about process selection and planning. What is the step 1? What is the step 2? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, the ultimate wood pencil. So that the pencil is cut into different pieces and then it went to that From that one, the wood is cut into those sizes, and you need to insert that graphite, the pencil related stuff into that. They need to fix something to that. They need to fix the eraser at the end of the pencil. Oh, lot more. It will be involved in that. OEM facilities or plant location. Production and operation strategy. Very important. Facilities and the location is also important part of the operations management. Production, operational strategy is also very important to the productions of the operations management. Next, production planning and control, PPC, very important question. And this production planning functions are different. Production control functions are different. You need to think about it. OM is about the inventory control. What is inventory means? Anyone give answer?
Stock of finished goods,
Yes.
as well as the raw material. Both, I think. I'm not sure
Inventory
that
involves. Can you repeat the word?
the stock of finished goods.
Stock. Only finished goods?
Finished goods as well as the raw materials.
It may be the raw material. Say goods
Right.
are different types. One
Right.
is raw materials, semi-finished goods, and finished products. Right? All the three can be in the inventory, because we are not using just-in-time technique. Just-in-time technique, inventory for the raw material may not be required, because whenever the production process is going on, there itself they will come and keep it there. There is no any concept of inventory there. Just to avoid this inventory cost only, they have introduced these techniques. We will see, I think, in the upcoming classes, what are the inventory techniques are there. One second. Right? It is about the inventory management. In that, we are going to learn about what is inventory, what is buffer stock, what is excess stock, what are the inventory control techniques, what is EOQ, what is ABC, what is WED, what is FNSD. A lot of techniques are there that we are going to study under this. And OM is about quality assurance and control. This is the thing. If that quality is okay, approve the product. Otherwise, if quality is less, reject the product. OM, it deals about the quality assurance and control. OM is about work study, method study, and job design. Very, very important. Work study means you need to study the work. What is studying? You need to understand the work, how much time it will take, what are the skill set it is required, what are the process it will take, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, fix the points. And for that particular work, which method is the best method to study? It is called work study and method study technique that we will be seeing in the upcoming units as well. And that the job design. This is the thing. How you will design the job. I mean to say job design means how the job will be. In other words, you need to have a proper design in your hand. What they need to do, how they need to do, what are the timings, what are the etc. other things. OM is about the technology. What is happening here? Hello, what this image is talking about?
The process.
What processing? What is the ultimate packet?
Glass.
Yes. Any product, let us say, right? Something they are making this, some output they want to make, some glasses or something they are making it. Whatever they are doing or specs they are making it. See, lot of things are involved in that. And if you use the technology for my point here is that if you use the technology for manufacturing a product or the service, then you will be stand in the market for some time. OM is about SCM. What is supply chain management? From the sourcing of the raw material till the finished goods, the process which are included in this, or in other words, the movements of the materials. This is called as supply chain, overall chain. You receive, you buy it, you sell it, and you sell it to the one whom you will love more. It's about maintenance and replacement. Why we require maintenance for each and everything? Any answers? Mic testing 1, 2, 3. What this man is doing here?
Maintenance, servicing, something.
Ma?
Servicing probably,
They're
maintenance.
servicing. I think he may be doing some service part, servicing the machine. And if any part is not working well, he will replace it. Simple. Right. It is also includes cost reduction and cost control. In which step you can control your price, do as much as possible. Worker involvement. Who are the workers need to involve? Understanding, commitment, efforts, hard work. Now see this. Yeah, have you seen these photos? Excuse me, 1,
Yeah,
2, 3. Are you all there? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Modern types of phones, we know this. Intercoms. This is another style where you can do the video call with that, another type. This is also kind of intercom. This is phone with some other contacts. And again, this is all different types of phones. So how many types of phones are here? In many of these models are not there in the market now. No one is there in the market. Very few models not there. Right? See the screws and nuts manufacturing machines. Now we'll go into the different thing. The production is now linked to the finances, HR, research, information technology, and the marketing. And productions and finance, productions and marketing. Now, it is also linked to the research. Production is linked to the research. Why? The more the research is happening in the production, the more easy to manufacture product. Can anyone tell any example? Hello, are you all there?
Any easier,
Yes, ma'am, Marty.
any technological innovations?
Yeah, new technology using. If you use the new technology, definitely the process will be there. Unless you do the research part, you can't use the new and proper techniques there. Okay, and IT also, productions and IT. It is so linked to that, right? This is about your the block 1 introduction. Right, and who is taking your next class?
We do not know, sir, who is taking it, because
Sir? Sir?
whatever has been published in the timetable today, that did not happen in the same manner. We also
Okay.
do not know whether the next class is happening or not.
All right, I'll talk to sir once. Wait.
Just now, Radhakrishna sir has sent a message that this class will continue. I do not know. Maybe he meant to say that it will be till 4 o'clock.
Okay, I'm leaving. Maybe tomorrow we'll continue this class.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay,
right.
okay, sir.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we'll go as per the timetable. We'll see what timetables are. I'm leaving. Okay, have a nice day, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.